Hey everybody, Mark Haggerty from KSAZ in Phoenix. I'm the promotion manager there. Today I'm going to be the PIC. We're going to do our final check flight here at Thud Park in Chandler, Arizona. It's about 9:30 a.m. On July 25th. I have with me my gimbal operator, Robert Price. And so we have pre-checked the conditions here. We're flying in Class G airspace. We've checked the weather conditions on our app, UAV flight, and conditions are perfect. We've had some, weather in the last couple days, but it's cleared up nicely today. We've got some scattered clouds up high, nothing that's going to affect our flight today. This park is we've actually got permission to fly here. It's an RC park. We're sharing the park with another pilot, but he's staying well clear of our operation today, so we should be fine and safe to fly. We have some obstacles around the edges of the park. It's a very clear park. There's no real obstacles except for around the edges. There's some like 50-foot, 30-foot trees, which we'll stay well clear of. We have submitted this flight to the Fox flight desk, and we are good to go. And so I guess we'll get started. We need to build the aircraft and check it for safety. So let's move on to the next step. Okay, now it's time to build the aircraft and check it to make sure it's ready for flight. One thing you got to do is you got to make sure that this pad goes with that particular controller. I need to get this in flight position, but I can't do it here on the table because of the carpeting. So I'm going to do this on the lid. That's ready to go. So let's do propellers next. We just got to make sure that the red goes to the red and the white goes to the white. You know that. And we're going to double check our work. I'll take that one. There we go. Make sure you hear that snap when it goes in there. Sometimes you have to squeeze it. There. You kind of hear that snap. Yeah. That's a very reassuring sound. All right, next comes the camera. This cap comes off. Now let's get the camera out. One of the most important things about the camera is just making sure it's absolutely locked in and secure. Yep, that's locked in. Now let's just double check the blades and just make sure make sure that they're in there good and there's no damage to the surfaces. But I'm going to do something else here. I'm going to just double check these batteries. I'm just going to slide them back in here and make sure I hear that click. Yeah, that's good. Okay, good. I'm going to take the cap off and just make sure that the lens is clean. Looks good. Okay, now let's look at the pads. Okay, I think we're ready for some of our final steps here. I just wanted to show you a couple other things. Our aircraft is registered with the FAA, and it displays the registration number right here. We also have the name of the aircraft, which we've named Autry for Gene Autry. Our TV station was owned in the 50s, or I should say partially owned in the 1950s by Gene Autry, the film cowboy star. So for him, we will call this Autry for a historical sense. And we've built everything. Everything looks good. We've checked everything for safety. We've checked the propellers and the gimbal and everything. We've checked the batteries. Batteries are all charged. Everything's charged in our controllers and our pads. So everything's looking good. I think we're ready for the next phase. How are you feeling about our mission?
I feel good. I'm well hydrated, got lots of rest, so I'm ready to fly.
Okay, me too. I'm ready to go. So the scenario for this mission is that a perpetrator knocked off a Circle K in this area and ran into this park and deposited a weapon over in a trash can over there in the corner. Then he ran south towards an apartment complex and ran alongside this apartment complex. We're going to get a shot of that. And then he ducked into a covert over there and like an irrigation area, and tried to hide from the police. But the police dogs found him and he was captured and he's in jail now. So, but we need to get B-roll for tonight's newscast. So that's the scenario. And I think we're ready to fly. So let's move on to the next thing. Okay, it's time for me to do the dance. I have to calibrate it. So I'm going to turn the craft on. Okay, I'm going to go hit the calibrate button. Okay, that's the good way. Now I'm going to do the second half. Yep. Green blinking light. Good to go. We've also established a primary and secondary landing location. We've checked the levels in our batteries to make sure that all of the battery levels, cells were equal. And you know, we're ready. I think we're ready to fly. All right, I'm just going to get it in the air and see how it flies. Make sure everything's running right. Okay. Landing gear are up. Left, right, working. Forward, back, up, down. Looking good. All right, let's start the mission. Okay, I'm going to get as close to the trash can where he started. Okay. And I'm going to get up a little higher. Tell me when you think I'm right over it.
70%.
All right, thanks. All right, I'm going to go up and you're going to kind of get us over to the thing.
Sidewalk.
To the sidewalk. Here we go.
Looks like battery life is at 60%.
60%. Cool.
Yeah.
Is that good? Getting kind of close to a tree.
Okay. And we're down to 50%.
Good?
Yeah. Tree's blocking it, but a good shot of it. 40% battery life.
All right, I better bring it home. Go ahead and put, yeah, thank you.
I wonder why the gimbal's not staying put.
I don't know. All right. Nice flight. Thank you.
Excellent.
Excellent. Thanks a lot.
Good job.
All right. Good job.